9 signs you can't handle relationships. We've all experienced degrees of difficulty with someone we love. Occasional arguments are perfectly healthy, as is having different interests and independent lives. There are certain myths about relationships and how they work that are rather glibly tossed around. For example, couples shouldn't fight that opposites attract, that it is critical to have common interests. That distance makes the heart grow fonder. Some couples believe that getting help for your relationship must mean you're in deep trouble, as sex and love should happen naturally, and you shouldn't have to work at it. 1. There's no emotional connection. One of the key signs that your relationship is over is that the spark has gone. A foundation of a healthy relationship is that both partners feel comfortable being truly open with each other in sharing thoughts and opinions. If you are no longer vulnerable and open with your partner, it's hard to tell if the relationship is worth saving. If you're not sharing what's really on your mind, it might be a sign that you no longer want a deep connection. Similarly, if you found that the usual fun banter between you is gone, or it's difficult to have engaging conversations, your bond could be getting weaker. 2. Communication breakdown. You may notice that you and your partner rarely discuss things anymore, neither positive or negative. Rather than solving issues when they arise, you may both sweep them under the rug, but hold on to the frustration you feel under the surface. It's like an elephant in the room taking over the relationship. Allowing your partner to walk all over you, or your partner allowing you to do the same, is a sign that the balance of power is off. It may feel at this stage like there's no point trying to work things out, and you'd rather opt to say nothing at all. While being agreeable and non-confrontational can sometimes be an asset to a relationship, simply keeping the peace with your partner can be a sign a relationship has tipped over the edge. 3. Aggressive or confrontational communication. The flip side to a lack of communication is aggressive communication. You and your partner may be arguing a lot, constantly picking fights with each other, and unwilling to patch things up. When you're dealing with constant disagreements, it can lead to anger on both sides. You may try and raise concerns with your partner, but they are dismissed, minimized, denied, or ridiculed. You may not be confident you can change your own negative behavior, let alone influence your partner to change. When people are feeling relationship frustrations, it can be extremely tempting to release energy through aggressive or confrontational behavior. Like a pressure cooker, the rush of anger can provide a temporary feeling of satisfaction. But in the long term, this type of behavior erodes trust and respect, and kills communication between partners. 4. There's no appeal to physical intimacy. Sexual desire and intimacy can ebb and flow through the course of a relationship. If you're in a sexual ebb phase, it doesn't mean there's no hope for you. Physical intimacy in all loving forms is critical for a relationship's sustenance. Touching releases hormones, namely oxytocin, that support the emotions of love and connection. If you can still have close physical intimacy without sex, and you still find your partner attractive, chances are your relationship just needs a little nudge forward. If, however, you are not interested in your partner at all, that can indicate issues. If the thought of being intimate with your partner is off-putting, it can suggest that your relationship needs some work, or that a breakup is potentially near. 5. You don't trust them. Mistrust can spread through a relationship like wildfire, and it can happen in stages. First, it might be doubting your partner and feeling uncertain about their trustworthiness and dependability. Doubt, if unresolved, grows into suspicion. Suspicion is belief without proof. This causes anxiety and feelings of apprehension or uneasiness, which can often manifest. And when you're anxious, you become fearful, which stops you from being open and vulnerable. Finally, when you feel fearful, you withdraw. Trust is the foundation of a committed relationship, and lack of it eats away at the relationship from the inside. If you feel like you can't trust the person in your corner, it's a roadblock that prevents any meaningful connection. In order to regain it, both partners need to focus not only on trust itself, but on the root of the problems that led to a breakdown in the first place. 6. Fantasizing about others. This sign can be a bit misleading. Most experts will tell you that fantasizing about others is perfectly normal, and that almost everyone does it. The determining factor here is how much your fantasizing infiltrates your peace. Does it feel natural and positive? Or are you riddled with guilt? Does it distract you from your partner? Are you fantasizing about just sex, or about an entire relationship with someone else? Is it about someone you know? These are questions you should ask yourself to help you ascertain whether your fantasy is healthy or undermining your real relationship. 7. You're not supporting each other and have different goals. When you're feeling down or celebrating something exciting, having a partner there to support, encourage, and celebrate with you is one of the joys of relationships. Not having your key person there during important times shows disconnection. One of the hardest disconnects to accept in a relationship is when partners want different things and can't or won't support the other person. No matter how deeply you care for each other, if you're not planning for the same goals in life, it's difficult to realign your hopes. If you're not making time for each other to be happy as a couple, the warning signs are hard to ignore. 8. You can't imagine a future together. One huge component of lasting relationships is envisioning your shared future together as you co-create your lives and partnership. If the view of the future doesn't align, or if you've stopped talking about future plans altogether, it may indicate a relationship is coming to an end. 9. You don't feel safe or respected. We often confuse a spark with a lot of other emotions. Comfort, addiction, and infatuation are the common ones that often get misidentified as love. While love can feel addicting, the difference between actual addiction and just addiction-like qualities of love is that with healthy love, aka a lasting spark, there's also respect, trust, and commitment. If you're just addicted to a person, a quick spark, it will feel more like attaining highs at any cost. Likewise, the difference between a comfortable love and a love for the sake of comfort is the feeling of safety. With a comfortable love, you'll feel safety and trust no matter what. If you're in a relationship for the sake of comfort, you'll feel uncomfortable whenever you're not with them, out of lack of trust in them or the relationship. Realize what love feels like, and don't mistake it for anything else. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.